Here's the international fan reaction for Wolves' 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace.
Hi everyone, it's Elsa from Parma here. So Palace 2, Wolves 0. Terrible performance from start to finish, really painful to watch. Quite boring sometimes and one of the worst away day of the season so far. I don't think Palace looked good, but they played definitely better than us and deserved to win, which means we were awful today, really, really awful. We played badly, with poor passion, with no attacking, only defending and defending. I think Wolves let us down a little bit today. I think we were all expecting a match again like the one against Everton or Villa, but apparently it was much difficult this one. All can I say is that luckily, there are no matches on the next weekend, which means we have more time to focus and more time to rest for the next one, which will be at home at Molineux against West Ham United. West Ham United, which is doing great this season. I honestly didn't expect that. And it will be a really difficult one. So, as I said, we needed to stay focused and concentrated. And so I think this, pause will be really helpful for us. Until the next time, so see you all for the match against West Ham United.
Hey Dave with New York Wolves here, back home after the Palace match. Watched it at my old stomping grounds at Tigeen Irish pub in Stamford. Many hours spent there watching football with a mate of mine who's a Palace fan, who obviously was feeling a lot happier at this time of night than I am. But I suppose the good thing that I can say is that the so-called lucky Black Fosun shirt can finally have a wash. I wore it for the entire month of October and it was standing us in pretty good stead, but clearly didn't do much for us today. So I'll throw it in the laundry tomorrow, shall I? I think, let's be honest, we didn't really deserve much from today. I think it was a pretty close match. Both teams seemed to cancel each other out. Obviously, Palace ended up 2-0 winners, but that sounds a little more comfortable than it I think actually was. That being said, I think if anyone was going to win it, I think they deserved it more than we did. It's hard to think of anyone in the Wolves team who had a great day today, maybe Kilman. But on the other hand, it's also hard to think of anyone who had a particularly bad game today. Trincao was pretty invisible, like he was for decent amounts of the last match, and then when Traore came on, he didn't really do much. You thought that was the perfect chance for him to come on and show what he can do towards, the last half hour of the match with a defense that was tiring. But again, he didn't really do much, did he? Raul seemed a bit off the pace, but I think, we got to give credit to Palace. I think they just knew how to handle us and they nullified our game, and like I said, if anyone deserved to win it was probably them. So disappointed to lose. On to the next one, small matter of West Ham. I do actually have two rather local memories of West Ham. The first match after lockdown when we beat them 2-0 and Neto scored that cracking volley at the back post. We were just pulling up to look at houses, just a little bit that way. And then the other one was the first match I ever watched at our house here in Stamford. We were sitting right there and we bloody lost 4-0. So I'm not quite sure what to expect the next time we play West Ham, but feels like we owe them a win, or a win for us. Owe them a good beat down, because they've beaten us rather comfortably the last few times we've played them, I think, if I remember correctly. So week off for the international break. Hopefully players get to recharge a bit. Bruno gets to think about his tactics, and on to the next one. We're still 8th going into tomorrow, and that's not too shabby at all, is it? So let's not dwell on this defeat today, even though it was disappointing. All right, mate. Talk to you soon.
Hello everyone, Brian from Thailand. I streamed the game yesterday and it was a damn hard watch, getting beat 2-0 at Palace. Disappointing performance, to be honest. I thought at times the performance was like the second half continuation when we played Everton the other week. Not much happened. Raul had one header in the first half, but that was it. They seemed to dominate and had more energy, Palace, in the first half, and it was just a no-no. It was crying out at half-time for Trincao to be taken off and put Dendoncker as a 3, because that may have combated their midfield. Second half come out, they got the goal, weren't a goal, went to VAR and he was onside, so that was it. And then the second goal wasn't cleared, put back into the was it McGregor shot, deflected off of Connor Cody, and that was it. After that, we had a penalty decision turned down and said it was on the edge of the area, and a shot from Martinho, a free kick. But oh dearie me, it was a bad day at the office. Performance-wise, it was in between a 4 and a 5. Man of the match, I couldn't give it to anyone apart from the Wolves fans all the way down to Palace. It must have been a longer trek back up there, Wolverhampton. See you next time, guys. Take care.
Thanks for everyone that sent in for this one. Until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.